everyone, it's Southern Belle Canto. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another book review for you. The book that I will be reviewing today is Cold-Hearted Rake by Lisa Kleypas. It is the first book in a series. I believe it's called the Ravenel series, although part of the series also joins with another series if I'm figuring out correctly, but this is the first one. This is my first novel by Lisa Kleypas, so I'm not really sure what her style is yet. So I don't want to be too harsh on it, but I didn't really like this book. I know, this is like one of the most popular authors of romance right now, and I know a lot of people love this series. I'm drawn to the series. I wanted to start with book one, that's why I got it, but I think the newest one is Devil in Disguise, and it has such a beautiful cover. I was like, oh, I want to read it, but I think you have to read them in order, so I wanted to read it in order to get to that book, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to continue. So, this book for me was on the GoodReads. I gave it a 3, and I think I was kind of generous. But for majority of the book, it was sort of like at a 4, and I thought in the final act of the book it would be up to a 5, but it took a bad turn in the last act of the book. I was so disappointed. But the romance in it between the two leads, the heroine Kathleen and the male lead Devon, the romance felt forced. And also, this is my third widow romance of the month, and I did not know this was a widow romance. I probably wouldn't have read it right after I just finished When He Was Wicked, because I don't like to read the same sort of things one after another. And this also was a young widow, and the romance is between the cousin of her deceased husband, which is what just happened in When He Was Wicked from Bridgerton by Julia Quinn. But in this book, it just felt forced. I liked Kathleen. I liked Devon. I think they need some guidance and some self-reflection, because they both got some issues they really need to get through, and I don't think starting a romance with one another is going to help either of their problems, because, oh my goodness. We didn't get enough character development for me. Like, I enjoyed Kathleen, I enjoyed Devon, but I just didn't get enough romance between the two. I didn't really get to understand a lot of Kathleen's sort of PTSD and night terrors. And Devon he switched between me really enjoying his character and liking his gruff, grumpy attitude. I like the sunshine grumpy trope, but Devon could be a real jerk. He could be a real jerk, and I don't really like to excuse jerkiness. I really did enjoy the one humorous bit. This is kind of a spoiler, but Kathleen accidentally locks herself in it wasn't a bathroom. I guess it was probably just in a bedroom, because you didn't have really a bathroom then. But she locks herself in the room by accident, and when she turns around, there's Devon naked in like the bathtub. That was pretty funny. They're both locked, close proximity, him completely naked, and she is like shocked and also sort of like, ooh, how you doing? You know? But I enjoyed that section. It was humorous, and it had it was just really fun to read. Just humorous. And then another scene I really liked was sort of Devon's big heroic moment where they're derailed on the train, and we meet Mr. Winterbourne, and I really enjoyed Mr. Winterbourne. He kind of reminded me of Mr. Rochester from Jane Eyre, and I liked the romance between him as well as, oh, I'm shaking the table, sorry, between him and Helen. But that took a turn that wasn't enjoyable. And also, Helen and Mr. Winterbourne's romance was sort of overshadowing Kathleen and Devon. And this book it was pretty long. This book was almost 400 pages. And I never felt a strong romantic jolt between Devon and Kathleen. And then to have Helen and Mr. Winterbourne, aka Rhys, sort of steal the thunder and try to have this sort of Jane Eyre-ish relationship start to grow. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it, and I didn't like that it took away from the development of Devon and Kathleen, because I really think they could have used a lot more development, not only personally as their characters, but also in their relationship. Yeah, this was a 3-star GoodReads for me. It teetered around the 4. It really could have probably been a 2. But there were some really enjoyable moments, so that's why I boosted it up to a 3. My spice rating for the book was a 3 out of 5, so it had some moderate sex scenes, but nothing too graphic, or the language wasn't too vulgar. That's sort of how I go by my 5s. If it's a 5, it usually has more vulgar descriptions, but no harm in that. I just want to that's sort of my code for how I rate them. But the second one in the series is called Marrying Mr. Winterbourne. And Mr. Winterbourne's character, he got a little, I think he got like a little rapey at the end. And that's not okay. Like, if that's how he actually was at the end of the book, let me know, because I don't think I will continue the series, because I don't want that at all. I don't want to read anything about that has issues of consent. So even if it was just this moment's instance with Rhys Winterbourne, I don't think I want to support that character with a sequel, and I don't know if I want to support more of the series, if that is how he really was. So let me know if the series gets better, if there's sort of a misunderstanding between Winterbourne at the end with him and Helen, because that sort of really derailed my enjoyment of the book. I hope I get some comments on this to whether I should continue the series, because if not, I probably will not read anymore. I will read more Lisa Kleypas. I'm not giving up on her as an author. I just did not enjoy this book, but hopefully I'll have a really good, enjoyable book next time. Usually my books are not this down. I'm just really bummed out about this book. Sorry. But hopefully I enjoy something very soon. I have a lot of videos planned. I'm going to do my my October favorites, October wrap up. I have a very large book haul. This is probably going to be posted after my review of When He Was Wicked. I like to do my reviews in the order that I read them, but I have a lot of fun videos coming. So don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as comment. Please follow me on Instagram at Southern Belle Canto, and also on TikTok at Southern Belle Canto. I like to do fun little vignettes featuring romance novels, as well as doing mini reviews of the books that I post here on YouTube. I hope y'all all have a wonderful day, and come back soon for another video. Bye, everyone.